great bull. That's what Western big game's all about.
We're boned out and loaded up.
Take your kids hunting.
Dropped him right in his tracks.
Outdoorsman's Gear for the Western Hunter presents Hunt Forever West, dedicated to fair chase Western big game.
Look at that thing. Look at this. We've got it all to ourselves.
Well, that's what we came for, huh?
He just tipped him over up there.
Oh my God.
Strap on your boots and come on. Brought to you by MonsterMuleys.com, Elk Hunter Magazine, Weaver Custom Rifles, Wilderness Athlete, Western Hunter Magazine, and presented by Outdoorsman's. Before we get into Zane's hunt, let's recap last week's episode with Cade taking great pronghorn on a walk-in access area.
Sweet, buck down. Nice shooting.
I've never shot anything off of a center pivot before. He's about exactly what we thought he was. We were hoping he's going to be 14. I think he's there. Look at these little knobs on him. We'll zoom in on some of that. But cool. It's really cool. Almost like little devil points. Great buck to come out with my older brother and buddy Carson, chasing pronghorn around here in Wyoming. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice shooting. Thank you. That rifle is a dream. Awesome. Well, there's two.
One to go. It's mine. We saved the biggest one for last, folks.
I hope so. Don't go anywhere.
After boning out and icing Cade and Carson's bucks, we set out to find a pronghorn for Zane. We looked at lots of bucks, trying to find one that he wanted to haul back to Idaho. The rut was almost 2 weeks from kicking into high gear, and many of the bucks were starting to prepare. Zane had looked at over 100 bucks in the last 2 days. After wrapping his hands around Carson and Cade's bucks, he kept his goals fairly lofty. Several of these bucks had everything he was looking for, but they were a couple hundred yards from being legal. We continued to look at bucks throughout the day and even named a couple. Our number one buck earned the name Roid for carrying his mass all the way to the top. Our number two buck we named Chester. We checked in on Roid and Chester several times that afternoon to see if they had crossed into our unit, but to no avail. Roid was within 50 yards of being legal here. We had high hopes he'd cross the line for the next morning's hunt.
Breakfast for dinner. Gotta love it.
Well, Zane, what's on the menu for tomorrow?
Find a big antelope and kill it. Then we're gonna come back and have an awesome breakfast and go home. Wish you guys were here to help break down camp and clean dishes.
The next morning, we were stationed over a field as the sun came up, and Chester just happened to be at the far edge. Although it was his last day to hunt, Zane wanted to wait and see if Roid would make a fatal mistake. Almost on cue, Zane glassed Roid making his way to the field that happened to be in our unit. After an agonizingly long 5 minutes, the hunt was on.
We've got Roid, he's jumped the fence, he's out in the field. We're sneaking up over the little hump right here. Get along the fence. We don't know where in the field he is, we just know he's out in the alfalfa field. He's gonna be calm, he's not gonna be paying attention. He doesn't know we're behind him. We just don't know. We know where he crossed the fence, but then we lost sight of him. We just don't know where out in the field he is. That's Roid, right here in front of us, 75 yards away. We don't have any kind of background. We can't shoot where he's at. We've got to hunker down and be patient, let him walk over so he's got a little bit of field or something behind him, because there's nothing but valley and houses and farmland back behind.
Zane did the ethical thing and tried to get a positive background behind Roid, even though he's only 75 yards away.
Away from us. We've got this double field behind us. I've got to let him clear. I can see the top of his antlers and his ears moving away. He's about 100 yards. It's just going to be a few minutes now.
Roid finally worked into a position where Zane felt comfortable with the shot.
200, 198, 198. I've got a weed right in front of him. He's got to take a couple more steps. How big of a weed? 6 or 8 inches. He's recovering his vitals. Didn't shoot. That is how you pile down a big old heavy antelope named Roid. Woo! 264, just broke her in. That is awesome. Good job, buddy. You see that thing pile up? We found 2 good bucks yesterday, and we named this one Roid because he was so heavy. He pronged kind of high. He had a little knobby devil point off the back that we could see, but he was so heavy. Looked like he had, you know, Louisville Sluggers. There's Mark McGuire on steroids or something. Carried his mass all the way up to the top. So we named him Roid, and we just pounded into the ground. We're walking up now, and we'll go look at him. He still looks as big and heavy as we thought he did. Look at this bugger. Look how heavy, guys. Wow. Things we liked about this antelope. One horn kicks a little forward, one kicks a little back. Look how heavy he is. He just gets heavier above the prong here before he makes his curl. He is so big around. Look, he's got these little points on the back. We saw some of that knobby stuff. This prong's kind of busted off a little bit. That is just a, I can't get my fingers around it.
He's gonna be over 8 then.
That is a big old fat, huge antelope. Hunt Forever West. Look how cool that is. We came over on a leftover hunt and we killed 3 slammer bucks. This has been an awesome couple of days. We're gonna do the hard work now and we'll show you some clean footage later. We're glad you came along. Hope you enjoyed it.
What do you say?
I say that antelope's really big. What do you say?
He's a pig. Just massive.
Unbelievable.
Just goes to show, do your homework, put in lots of hard work, have a little patience, you know, and as we say at Hunt Forever West, we like big critters, we don't hunt for score, but when you find a big old mature critter with this much mass and knobs and character, holy cow.
This buck's unbelievable.
Just massive. Just an awesome, awesome animal.
Thanks for spending today with us. Stay tuned. We are going to have more great hunting coming to you from Hunt Forever West.
This is my hunting camp skillet, folks. Pound of bacon, pound of sausage, pound of diced ham, 3 onions out of the garden, big green pepper, hash browns on the plate, homemade country gravy. Top it off with that ham and sausage, bacon and onions. That's good eating right there.
Shot of the Week, presented by MonsterMuleys.com. Hunt Forever West is presented by Crumholes Productions. Drop us a line at www.huntforeverwest.com. Hunt Forever West. Good country, good critters, and good friends. Ah!